Welcome to the Business Finance Bulletin, episode 224. Welcome again to the latest Business Finance Bulletin. With me, Rob Warlow from Business Loan Services, the commercial finance expert. In this bulletin, appetite to borrow is still weak among small businesses. Starling Bank and Growth Street collaborate to improve access to finance, and number of company failures and bad debts is on the rise. Let's start this week's bulletin by taking a look at the latest monthly report issued by the SME Finance Monitor team. Now, this is an independent research body who goes out and speaks to approximately 5,000 small business owners about access to finance and their attitude to borrowing money. The latest report for the 3-month rolling period to June 2018 has just been released. But one interesting stat which kind of reaffirms a message I've been sharing over the last few bulletins is that appetite to borrow among small business owners continues to be on the wane. The latest report shows that only 35% of businesses are now using external finance, and that compares to 39% at the end of 2017. So we can see a smaller number of businesses now using external sources of finance. One measure they consistently look at are permanent non-borrowers. Now, these are businesses who classify themselves as not having borrowed in the last 5 years and have no intention of borrowing over the next 12 months. They are permanent non-borrowers. Now, interesting, over the last few years, the number of permanent non-borrowers has been steadily increasing. However, there's suddenly been a switch. So, for example, in the 3 months to April 2018, 52% said we are permanent non-borrowers. In May, that number was 51%. Now it's down to 49% of businesses saying they are permanent non-borrowers. So we can see there's a number of businesses now suddenly begin to borrow where they weren't before. Is it because they're looking to invest? Perhaps, but other research indicates that businesses are not planning to be investing at the moment. So could it be that they are suddenly being forced to borrow money in order to plug perhaps cash flow gaps? That's the biggest problem that many businesses are facing at the moment. The report also looks at happy non-seekers of finance. These are businesses who haven't borrowed over the last 12 months and have no intention of borrowing over the next 3 months. That's remained fairly steady at 79% of businesses. So yeah, nearly 80% of businesses have no intention of borrowing. So we can see the challenges ahead for the economy. What's holding business owners back? Well, of course, is the uncertainty around Brexit and also the uncertainty around the economy as well. Plenty of challenges ahead. When it comes to improving access to finance, it's great to see collaboration occurring between two different providers in the finance market space. And one such example of this great collaboration is the announcement from Starling Bank and Growth Street of a link-up. Now, Starling Bank are a mobile-only bank, and they recently launched a marketplace. The marketplace being a hub where they want third-party providers to come in and offer services to Starling Bank's customers. Now, the first one that's entered into this marketplace is Growth Street. Now, Growth Street is an alternative finance provider for businesses. They offer their key product being Growth Line, which is akin to an overdraft limit where businesses can access a limit and dip in and out as and when they want to. So now Starling Bank customers can access the Growth Street facilities via the Starling Bank mobile app. A great example there of collaboration to try and improve access to finance. To close this week's bulletin, some somber news from Creditsafe, the online credit reference rating agency. Creditsafe have revealed that in the 3 months to June 2018, there's been a 30% increase in the number of corporate failures and closures. The total number of firms, 4,827 closed during that 3-month period. Also, Creditsafe reported that bad debts are on the rise. In fact, in that 3 months, compared to the previous 3 months, they've seen a 307% increase in bad debts, with a total of £2 billion left unpaid. And I'm sure you'll agree that's a very significant jump. However, Creditsafe have highlighted that this is down to a number of really high-profile failures. So, for example, Maplin's Electronics, they left unpaid debts totaling £50 million. Also, Cafe Pasta and Pound Express, they left behind £11 million of unpaid debts. Creditsafe have also said that they've seen an increasing number of businesses that they are rating as high risk and very high risk, a 16% and a 30% jump accordingly. Also, sales over that 3-month period down 6%. Well, it's all a bit doom and gloom, isn't it? But there is some good news. They have reported that there's a 15% increase in the number of new active businesses. So hopefully those businesses will turn into much bigger businesses and kind of counter some of this doom and gloom that we're currently seeing. At the end of another bulletin. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a like and a share. So that's it. In the meantime, have a great, successful and profitable week, and see you next time.